Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I'm Gerry. Max and Tom are here. Thank God. So we're gonna talk Rotherham United, a team which I am not super with which I'm not super familiar. See, I wanted to get my language right there. They're newly promoted to the championship. They're 15th right now at 2. I think they've won 2 and lost 3. And they recently beat Millwall 1-0 and lost to Hull 3-2. So I could spit out some starters here, guys, but their starters have varied so greatly from match to match. It's just I don't think I can really predict who is going to be there. They have center mids that sometimes start at center back. It's stuff like that where it's hard to get an accurate bead. And as somebody who's having to research and get this, in a short amount of time, it's not very accurate. But
Football league for you.
But I do know that they're very dangerous from set pieces. That is what they're strongest at. And they got a guy, Manning, who plays one of their center mid positions, who kind of whips those crosses in, distributes really well from those. And that could give us problems in terms of actually defending those, because we're not great at that. So, guys, initial thoughts about our Carabao Cup matchup. Max, you want to start this one?
I think it's always kind of a touchy subject whenever it gets on to Everton in the League Cup. I've said a few words on it myself. I think it's quite ridiculous how we can have 9 league titles, 5 FA Cups and no League Cups at all. It's kind of a voodoo that kind of layers itself over the club. But that in itself presents a mental challenge that we need to kind of overcome as the competition progresses. Then, as you say, newly promoted side up into the Championship, they'll be raring to prove a point. And I'm sure our lineup will be pretty varied. You just hope that maybe one of the new signings will rear their head and show us a glimpse of what's to come.
That'd be awesome. Tom, what do you think about this?
I think a cup run is crucial this season, because we're not going to set the league on fire. We're not quite ready yet this season. It'll take a while for our proper team to set in. But I think a good cup run is crucial, because I think our team isn't the strongest at the moment. So if we can get through the early rounds, maybe have a couple of decent draws, like obviously Rotherham's a team we can get past. Hopefully a little bit of a team, maybe not our strongest team, hopefully we can get past them anyway. And by the time the later rounds come around with the bigger teams, we'll be ready for that with our better team out there. So I think a cup run's crucial if fans are going to properly take to Marco Silva, because I think we won't set the league on fire, but I think a cup run could be the key to proper settling him and getting his feet on the table and keeping the fans happy so they're not too impatient with him. So I think this could be the one. I didn't even know that stat about the League Cup, so that's quite amazing, to be honest. But I think this is the time to end it, surely, then, if we can have a good cup run this time round. And I'm hoping Marco Silva puts a strong side out tomorrow, because I think this could be an opportunity.
Does this sound as unnatural to you guys to call it Carabao Cup as it does to me? I want to just call it League Cup. That's what I want to call it. But everybody,
everyone still calls it the Carling Cup. It hasn't, and that's one of its older sponsors now. I think it's gone through a few rebrands before reaching the Carabao Cup. I agree. I think it's a bit ridiculous in the amount of commercial rebranding that a cup takes. It's the League Cup. Always has been, always will be to me.
Yeah, Capital One Cup, I think, was previously what it was called, which sounds even more corporate,
So we just say, isn't it?
Yeah, which is I think they're doing that on it's smarter marketing, because it rolls off a little bit cleaner. Still, I'm just gonna call it League Cup. That's what I want to do. We need to get into predictions somehow, despite really not knowing a lot about this squad that we'll be facing. We do get to play at Goodison, which is cool. Having a cup tie at home, I feel like that doesn't happen for us as often. I feel like we always get a smaller team and we end up having to go to their, we get like Stevenage and we have to go to them or something like that, So, what are you guys thinking in terms of score? Tom, you want to lead? You want to lead this one?
I'm hoping it's going to be 3 or 4-0 and we can just properly just roll them over a little bit. But I think we probably will concede. So at least one. As you say, with the danger from set pieces and with our defence being a bit all over the place at the moment, I can't see us conceding. So maybe go with 3-1.
Okay.
That's it, isn't it? Really, that's the kind of the problem that presents itself is, will we concede? We've had a few. I've got, thinking back to these cup ties that Gerry's referred to against the lower league side, we do tend to ship maybe one, but I'm just hoping. I remember Oldham a few years back where they done us over in the early round of the cup, and I'm thinking, God, I hope it doesn't turn out to be one of them. But fingers crossed, we can express our dominance in this game and show the football that Marco wants us to play in the Premier League against a lower opposition and boss the game. So I'm going to go for a 3-0.
I'm going 4-1. I think we're going to concede from a set piece just because I think we haven't gotten that worked out yet. But I think we're going to score some goals here just because, I don't know, we've been doing it. We've been scoring. We've been putting them through. So I'm thinking 4-1, Nias hat trick. Just saying. Oh, I hope that happens. Just saying. All right. So there are some difficulties trying to predict what the lineup's going to be here. In particular, what's going to happen in the middle of the park. We have to talk about that. We're going to go into that in our starting 11 segment. Teasing. Check that out. It's the next video. So I guess that's it for our Rotherham United preview, Carabao Cup tie, midweek. Let's do this. If you're liking our videos, please subscribe to the Toffee Blues YouTube channel. Just past 1,100 subs, and just chugging right along. It's kind of awesome. So thanks for that, sincerely. If you want to check out Max's work, he can be found on the Toffee Blues website. He's got some analysis on there. Check his Twitter feed for that. And he'll pop up other places too. He doesn't care. He's on it. All right. Also on the Toffee Blues website, Tom has player ratings from the previous game on there. Check that out. He's also got an article on Balassi. Oh, our nice rapper has moved to Villa. So check out Tom's piece on Balassi. But also you can find him on the Liverpool Echo fan jury. All right. And that's it. We're going to roll into the starting 11 video right now. So, bye.